Ho ho ho! It's Santa Retro, and I'm back with 5 awesome gifts you can get that retro gamer in your family on the cheap. You know how we do it here, all killer, no filler. No intro today, so let's get into the video. Alright y'all, let's just cut down to the chase. Retro gaming is extremely expensive right now, and if you're a collector, it's just not a good time to be a collector. So I wanted to give you guys 5 awesome gifts you can get for that retro gamer in your family on the cheap. Now, I think these things are fantastic. Hopefully you guys do too. So enough of the bullshit, let's get into it. The first thing that any retro gamer would love are these awesome Hallmark ornaments for your Christmas tree. Enough said, what do I gotta say about them? They all play a jingle from the game on the front. Green Hill Zone, Sonic the Hedgehog for the Genesis, plays the original Super Mario Brothers, the first level on the NES, and plays Super Mario World. So what else do you say? All iconic games, all awesome things. And the cool thing about these is you can put them on the tree, or you can just take them out and display them sitting flat on a table or in your retro gaming setup. So yeah, go out and get one. You can get them from Amazon for like 20 bucks, I think. I mean, come on. Awesome. Next thing I want to talk about, these are vital for any retro video game collector in your life or in your family. These are these awesome little instruction manual protectors. They protect your instruction manuals. And these things are dirt cheap. You can get like 100 of these in any size, any system for like $6 to $10. And everything I talk about today on the video, I'm gonna post down in the comment section the links to all this cool stuff. So I think these are awesome. If you're a collector and you want to keep your manuals in great shape, you gotta have these little protectors right here. There's a ton of different options on the website, so make sure you get some of those. So the next thing I want to talk about is a really cool display stand for people who have the mini consoles. Now, I love the mini consoles. I know a lot of purists out there don't like playing on these things, and that's completely fair and valid. No judgment on my end from that. But I think these are a great way for just a basic consumer, somebody who used to play and don't collect but just wants to get their hands on these old retro games again, get that feeling and nostalgia coursing through their veins. I think these are fantastic alternative to buying the real hardware or the real cartridges, because it's just too much money right now, man. These things are just fucking ridiculously priced. So collecting right now is super hard. So these mini consoles are a great alternative. But I wanted to show you something. These are super cool. Now, these things are display stands for your mini console. I mean, check this out. So you got your mini console here. These are just so cool. You put your console, it's got little grooves. So you find your little groove for your console, and there it is. And these little things right here are the controller holders. Now, it's gonna look goofy because I got the camera shooting straight down, but I'll show some B-roll footage of how cool these things look sitting on an old school retro gaming TV. These things look great, but basically you take your controller and it has a little groove right here that your screw goes in. Well, it goes into the back of your controller stand right here, and there you go. And these can actually be put down in here like this to conceal them. And there you go. It looks kind of goofy from the top down, but check these pictures out I'll put in, and I think it just looks fantastic. And these things are cheap. I think they're like $29.99. You can get them from Rose Colored Gaming, and they're called the Display Pro. And it's cool because they have the etched in down here, Sega Genesis Mini. Now these original ones are what you're looking at now. They have had revisions to these things a couple times, and trust me, they have came a long way. So these are the primitive original, like OG ones. The new ones, fantastic. These are great quality, but those are even better. So yeah, get you some stands. I think that's a great gift for your retro gamer in your family, and they might not have it, so pretty cool. Now, if you have a retro gamer in your life that loves to read things about old video games like books or magazines, this is a fantastic option. and I think this is pretty darn cool. This is called Retro Gamer Magazine. Everybody's probably heard of this, but this is basically a modern magazine that they still make monthly, but it's old school games, and everything inside of these things is from the 80s and 90s. These are fantastic. The only bad thing is I think you have to get these from the UK. So your subscription might run you like $30 or $40, but trust me, the work and the professionalism that goes into these magazines are just incredible and so well done, and just these things are awesome. Great quality color photos, and it goes to talk about everything. The story of Pac-Man. I mean, there's just tons of information stuffed into these things. Color pages, hardly any ads, and it talks about everything that you like talking about from back in the day, retro games. These things are fantastic. I think this is a great option. If I had more space, I would definitely get a subscription to Retro Gamer Magazine. I mean, let me see here. Look at this. We got the Street Fighter cover story here, and check this out. Entire like 5-page spread on Street Fighter. I mean, different versions. It's just so darn cool, man, and all just fantastic quality. I mean, check this out, man. Such a cool magazine. Talks about, oh, and here we go. The Ultimate Guide to Another World. This is my favorite game of all time, and it has an awesome write-up of this game. So, dude, get you guys a subscription to this. Look at this, Contra. And the way this thing is presented, it just talks about these games like you've never played them. It's awesome. It just tells you all the different type of guns and all the different type of levels, and it talks about like you've never played the game before, and that's what I love about reading these things. It just takes me back to 1992 just playing Contra, man. It's just, look at that. There's like screenshots of the level underneath. I mean, just so incredible. I mean, look at this, the making of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Get this awesome retro gamer in your life. Oh God, GoldenEye, iconic multiplayer. So get you a subscription to Retro Gamer Magazine. Like I said, if I had more space and I didn't have 1,000 video game magazines, literally 1,000 already, I would be subscribing to this. So yeah, get you guys Retro Gamer Magazine. So the last thing I want to show you guys is something that you can find anywhere, and any kind of retro gamer would absolutely love it. And that's just retro gaming clothes, like shirts, mainly shirts or hoodies. I'm just going to show you one, just like the basic Genesis does with Nintendo shirt that I have. You can find these things anywhere. Kohl's, Walmart, places in the mall, Target. It's everywhere now. It used to be really, really hard to find licensed clothing and stuff like that. Now this is just this isn't licensed or anything, but I think this is a really cool shirt. I picked this up off the internet, and that's another place you can find tons of clothing for gamers is on the internet, and they're like, you know, 15, 20 bucks a shirt. So yeah, nothing special there, but I really think clothing is how we express our love for retro games. So I love wearing retro gaming clothing. I'm sure others do also. But yeah, there you go, guys. There's 5 awesome things that you can get a retro gamer in your family for Christmas. So until next time, y'all, keep on reminiscing. Well, there you go. There's 5 awesome things you can get that friend or family member that's into retro games. If you guys have any suggestions on some other awesome gifts that you can get, leave it down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Happy holidays. And like I always say, going into 2023, keep on reminiscing, y'all. What's going on, y'all? I just want to take a short moment to talk about my buddy Sean. He sells vintage G.I. Joe and other vintage figures at the conventions around here, and I think you should get a hold of him if you're looking to buy some figures. All 100% complete, all authentic weapons, file cards, and figures. No reproduction stuff here. He's super affordable, insane quality, and I've been buying from him for years now, and I mean, I've gotten almost all my figures from him. So if you guys want to get a hold of him, he doesn't have any social media, reach out to me and I can get you in touch with him, because these things are only getting more and more expensive. So if you're wanting to build your awesome G.I. Joe collection,
make sure you hit me up and I'll get you in touch. Take it easy, y'all.